Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Um, it is it's been an interesting 24 hours, everybody. And I wasn't planning on going live this morning, uh, but there have been some things. I've been contacted by more people who've been affected by Kentucky, and so I wanted to talk about that. And I've gotten some just amazing messages, a lot of support from people, and I want to talk about it. So things have been pretty strange as of late. Um, uh, Things are picking up. On a personal note, in my personal journey, I'm picking up more shows. Getting we're getting out there. We're getting out. People want to come see, want to have the live Rodney experience, and I'm grateful to everybody for it. So, uh, but yesterday is I went live with the gentleman named Paul, and him and his family have been affected by the floods in Kentucky, and uh, what's amazing to me is how many people didn't even know what was going on in Kentucky. Um, so that was amazing. So it was nice to be able to break the news to people about the flooding and everything that's going on. And I appreciate everybody who's reached out to me and to Paul and to his family. If you, like I said, if you want to contribute and help Paul out, um, please do. Please do reach out. But I've also been contacted by another. I don't know. She's just a single mother. She has two kids. A tree fell on their house in Kentucky, and they are in staying. They have a shelter now. They're in a homeless shelter, but it's kind of a weird situation because the son, who is special needs, he's got epilepsy, he's nonverbal, is not able to stay there because of his medication issues. Because when you stay at a homeless shelter, as I've come to learn, is that there's a liability issue with medications. So you're not allowed to hold and have any kind of medications on you inside the shelter, because of there's concerns that somebody could rob you, or that somebody could take those medications and overdose with them. So it becomes a liability issue. So it's not that they're trying to be mean. It's not like we hate you, or oh, how dare you bring medications to here, blah. It's a liability issue. And so because of this, he can't stay there because he has to have medication with him all the time because he's epileptic. We'll be talking about it. And well, anyway, she has reached out to me. She's in a shelter now, and so I'm going to bring on here my new friend Amanda. Everybody, please, hello and welcome.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, Amanda?
Hi. I'm okay.
All right. Now, was I fair in my assessment?
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. I want to show you guys Paisley. This is my little girl.
Oh, she's
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Paisley.
And she thinks this is all just like a big vacation. She's having a blast, but
that's
it's just really hard not being able to have Mikey with us is the biggest issue right now.
Yeah. Now, how old is Mikey?
He's 10.
He's 10. Nonverbal.
Mm-hmm. He has an extra 15th chromosome. The condition's called Duke 15q syndrome, and it causes severe epilepsy, developmental delays, a lot of issues. So, an extra 21, I think, is Down syndrome. He has an extra 15, which is more rare, but it's the same type of thing, a genetic mutation. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. And how now he's staying with his biological father now, is that right?
Yeah, he's with his dad right now.
Okay. But how is he handling it so far? Your son.
Well, like we went up to where our home was to get some things, and I got the kids out to jump on the trampoline, and like he just kept dragging me, to the door, like he just wanted to go home so bad, and I can't make him understand that we can't.
Yeah.
But
Now,
I mean, he's happy when we go see him. He's happy to see us, and he's used to being with his dad. His dad always gets him, on the weekends anyway. But he's just, like I said before, any change in his routine is very hard on him as far as his seizure activity and everything, and not getting to see mommy and sissy, but just for a few hours every few days is a big change for him. Just a minute, you want to chalk? Okay.
oh, we get to have a conversation with her.
She's wanting some chalk to draw on the sidewalk. Here you
Oh,
go, baby
chalk.
girl.
Okay.
You gonna draw me a picture? Draw me a sunshine. Yeah, come here.
Is this a play area there at the shelter?
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the shelter right now. We're out in a little play area outside. It's been kind of cool the last couple of days, so we've been able to come out and play outside a little bit.
Yeah. So now what happened? Were you in the house if you tell us the story about what happened? Did you
we were actually gone to the grocery store when the tree fell. It was just like a mudslide. I assume is what caused the tree to fall. And we actually got caught out in the storm that day, and I had to pull over in some lady's driveway because there were branches falling, and I mean you couldn't see to drive, like the downpour was so bad. And I pulled over in this lady's driveway, and I'm sitting there with both kids in the car trying to appear calm because I didn't want to scare them, but I was terrified. And I'm thinking, why didn't I just stay home, But if I'd have been home, especially Mikey, because that time of day, it was in the afternoon, he would always be either laying down watching cartoons or just taking a nap, because that's the time of day he starts to feel bad, in the afternoons. And he would have been laying right there on the bed where the worst part of the damage was. So, I'm just thanking God we weren't there.
Yeah.
And, having the problem of needing somewhere to live is a problem I would rather have than not have, because we're all dead, so.
Oh, sure. You got to count your blessings. Wow, that's got to be. I can't imagine you just went to the store to get some things and come home and your house is destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That's basically what happened.
Oh, so where did you go from there? What was your?
Well, we tried staying with a couple family members, and just the one cousin that we stayed one night and everything went okay. We woke up the second morning and Paisley had bed bug bites all over.
Oh.
So we couldn't stay there, and just things like that kept happening. And I said, I'm just going to go to the shelter. At least I know we'll be safe, and maybe they can help get us some assistance. And we're waiting on this emergency housing voucher through them, but it takes like 6 weeks or something to come through, and we just have to wait for it. And I've talked to the housing lady here about if I could find somewhere else to stay temporarily, would my voucher still come through? And she said yes, as long as I'm technically still homeless, I still would get my voucher. So I could maybe try to find somewhere I could go that I could have Mikey with us,
Yeah. And so that's the situation there. You can stay there as long as you want. Is that?
No, it's like a 90-day limit here. But she said that if for whatever reason my voucher hasn't came through by the time the 90 days is up, then they can get me an extension.
Okay.
But I'm not sure exactly how that works. If it has to just, if that's the only case, is if your voucher hasn't come through, they can get you an extension, or this is my first time here, so I'm not real familiar with how it all works.
I can imagine. So now, do you own the home that was destroyed? Okay.
Yeah.
And is there insurance involved at all? Is the
No.
insurance company?
No, we didn't have any insurance. I'm still waiting for the FEMA inspector to contact me back. Like I told you, I had the issue the first time where I signed up on the 5th because the reason I was late signing up for FEMA is they didn't add our county until, just I signed up like a couple days after they added our county. They had like Pike County and 4 others, and then they just added Magoffin and I think Perry to it here just in the last couple weeks. And as soon as they added Magoffin, I applied, and I sat and waited for that phone call. I was answering all these telemarketers. That's why when you called, I said I thought at first you were a telemarketer. I was answering all these telemarketer calls because I didn't want to miss that call. And then the inspector and the lady at FEMA, I could tell, that they've had this issue before. She said it's because they hire out like independent people or contracted. They're not actually FEMA employees.
Right.
And they get paid like by how many cases they process. And so they're just like checking boxes saying, oh, we tried to call her. She didn't answer, because they still get paid for that case. And nobody contacted me. I mean, like I told you, he put in the report that he had left me several voicemails. And when she told me that, I get off the phone and I go to check to make sure that I hadn't just, missed a notification of a voicemail. And my voicemail wasn't even set up. So, I mean, he didn't leave me any voicemails, and he didn't text any of the things he said that he had done. So they put me in for a second inspector, and now, I have to wait for them to contact me to go out and inspect my property before I can get any FEMA assistance. And, they've been denying people, and the people that are getting approved, they're not really doing much for them, or that's what I've been told,
Yeah, it's more, I mean, a couple $1,000s, that goes very quickly. I mean, that's hardly anything, especially now. I mean,
yeah, like I told you, the family that had the 4 little kids that drowned, their home was destroyed as well, and they lost 4 babies, and they got less than $2,000 from FEMA.
Oh wow! I mean, that's not even, oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
But what I'm hoping for with FEMA, I know I read some of the stuff on the website, is they do have like an emergency housing, like where they will rent you an apartment or a house for 18 months. And that's kind of what I'm hoping, they'll offer me when they do come out.
Now, are you working? Do you have a job you're able to go to, or?
No, I'm not working right now. I'm getting ready to start school back next month at Big Sandy Community College.
Oh, okay. What are you studying?
I just need 3 classes actually to get my associate's degree in human services, and I've been trying to get back to finish that for a minute now. So. Hoping everything will be settled before classes start, so I can get that done,
Yeah. Well, so now how can people help you? How can we reach out to you?
Right now, like I said, what I would really like to do is just try to get like a hotel or a motel room until this FEMA stuff comes through, so that my son can be with us. So that's what I've been working at,
Uh-huh. All right. So I guess the only way I think that we have that we can help is through your Facebook page, to send money through Facebook, I guess.
Yeah, I've got Facebook Pay. That's really the only come here, sissy. Come here, baby. That's really the only like service like that I have is Facebook Pay. Come here and say hi. Come here and talk.
Hello.
Say hi.
How you doing, darling? You having fun?
Yeah, look. You drawing a picture? She won't talk.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing about kids is all this stuff. I think there's a lot to learn from kids about that. It's like, okay, we lost your house, but hey, look at all this other cool stuff we get to go do. Isn't that amazing? Oh, kids. All right. So how are you doing emotionally through all this? There's got to be a lot to deal with.
Yeah, it is. And there's some nights I get, missing Mikey so bad that I wake up first thing in the morning and just drive to Floyd County where he is, just
go be with him.
just missing my baby boy, that's all.
Yeah. Can understand.
And I said I complained about our home, about it was a mobile home, and I said I would give anything to be sitting back in that little trailer again. I would never complain about it,
Yeah. And those are pretty much a total.
There's a lot of people who are a lot worse off than we are, and I'm very aware of that. And I'm thankful that it wasn't worse than it was, because there are a lot of people in worse positions than we are.
Yeah, just like you said, the fact that you're all alive. Houses can be replaced, things can be replaced, but
right.
We can't. Wow. Well, you're certainly in my prayers. I'll post your. I'll share your page with everyone. And
okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, just thanks everybody that's tried to help through this. Just keep praying for Kentucky, because there are a lot of people struggling.
Yeah, and it's still going on. I mean, it's not completely over yet.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing to me how many people just hadn't even heard of it.
Right.
It's been in the news, but it just hasn't been emphasized, hasn't been talked about as much.
Yeah. We've had floods here before, but this I think is the most devastating one that we've had, as far as people lost and stuff like that.
Well, my heart goes out to you. See what we can do. So I wasn't planning on going live this morning, and I read your message, and I thought, I need to get their story out there. So thank you
so much for trying to help.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get something going for you.
Thank you.
I'll let you get back there to Paisley, and keep in touch. And like I said, I'll share your page and share your story. Hopefully we'll get you some help.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you have a good one, Amanda.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, so there you go. That's Amanda. I'll be sharing her. I'll be posting a link to her page. I'm sitting there this morning going through my messages, and I read hers, and I just thought, man, I need to tell her story, because that is. Imagine that. She just went to the store and comes home and her house is destroyed. And I know I've heard people criticize a lot of those who've been affected by this, saying, well, they don't have insurance, it's their problem. It's like, you don't understand, it's not easy. A lot of people are sitting there, especially a son who's on medications. And when you're placed in a situation where do you pay insurance, or do you pay for the medication for your son to survive? And that's the situation a lot of people are in around here, especially in Kentucky. So it's my heart just goes out to them. So if you want to contribute, again, her name is Amanda. Let me find her thing here. Oh, turn my phone off there. Let me find the message. Oh, okay. Just so you know, I hate Facebook Messenger. I don't know. They've tried to make everything. Now it's just confusing. I lose. People will send me a message and then I won't be able to find. I don't see it for days, and it is so ridiculous. So okay, here we go. Now, okay, her name is Amanda Fitzpatrick. Um, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. For my apologies. But her name is Amanda Fitzpatrick. Let's see if you can see that. That's her. If you want to go find her, it's a picture of her daughter Paisley is her thing. If you want to just send messages to her or a little bit of cash, if anything, just help her out so she can pay for gas to go see her son from time to time. That would help. So just any little thing, and then of course Paul and his family, they're also um, trying to put their lives back together. It goes to spam, you click icon, and then okay. Yep, there it is. Amanda Fitzpatrick. Again, if you want to reach out to her, if you have resources yourself or anything you want to help her with, she's got the little girl 3 years old, and then the special needs boy who's 10. Yeah, anything you can do to help. Anything you can do. That's. I will tell you this: if you are feeling bummed out about your own life, feel like you don't have a meaning and purpose, just start helping other people. Just reach out to other people, and I thought she could use just encouragement, kind words, kind messages, support. Just send her a lot of love, a lot of kindness. It'll help. Now, yesterday we had Paul on here, and he had a GoFundMe set up, but when people went to link on it later, it had been taken down. And I think it's probably something with GoFundMe um, with Kentucky. Usually, what happens when there's a disaster that happens and a bunch of people start popping up stuff on GoFundMe will start restricting it because they try to verify everything at some point in time. And I think that's probably what happened with them. But their GoFundMe got taken down. So they posted their Cash App that you can donate to. Or again, you can just reach out to local churches, local organizations if you want to help out. Man, just this is crazy. And I'm sitting here thinking, woe is me. I got 2 cars I'm trying to fix. I got an air conditioning system I can't get to work. And I got to mow my lawn. And I'm sitting here, woe is me. And then I read that message and I'm going, okay, I'm doing just great. My life is brilliant. Holy cow! What am I worried about? But just helping people. What's this say? Serotonin, dopamine, self-serving. Serotonin is selfless service. One will make you feel better for a brief moment, while the other has lasting effects. Yes, very true. Very true. Let's see what's Karen Harrison. Kentucky has been hit hard the last 8 months. Western Kentucky got one of the worst tornadoes that took out most of our businesses and hundreds of homes back in December. I had never even heard of that one. We're still recovering. And then a short time ago, Eastern Kentucky gets flooded again. Tons of business homes left. Kentucky's hurting. We need prayers all over. Wow. Yeah. It's amazing out there. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Joanna in Canada. Hello, Joanna. If y'all don't know Joanna, you need to know Joanna. She's an adorable, wonderful woman. She messages me all the time and just shares her thoughts, and I enjoy every message she sends to me. Um, just an example. Joanna is an example of just the brilliant and wonderful people that I've met in my adventures of doing this, and she is an absolute delight. You should follow her also. Okay, Drew. Okay, what is that? Is that her page? Is that what you're saying? This is her page? Hold on, let me. I have to look at something else here. Where are we at? Amanda. Oh, anyway. What's going on here? Town took donations and delivered to a town in the flood zone. Nice. Yeah, there's still plenty of ways you can help. If you want to help individuals like Amanda, reach out to her. If you just want to help in general, there's organizations that are sending things there. I know my church sends a lot of stuff, and they're there helping quite a bit. Joshua, what is Joshua? Stay upwind, don't breathe the fumes, pay attention to wind direction, be ready to leave all material possessions behind if they are burnt. You can be replaced. You cannot be replaced. Therefore, you're more valuable than the materials you possess. Absolutely. That's what I was talking about yesterday. And I will encourage you now is have a bug out bag prepared. And in the bug out bag, you want to have things like documents to prove who you are, ID, your passport, your marriage certificates, divorce decrees, whatever, birth certificates, all that kind of stuff as social security cards. If you have those in protective cover, have those where they're ready. So you have all those kinds of things so you can prove who you are, and some cash, backup of your medications, food for a few days. Water is more important than anything. You can survive a long time without food, but you can only go about 3 days without water. So get like a water purification filter, because you never know where you're going to be, what the whole situation is going to be at. So, and a bug out bag is basically everything you would need for 3 days. So, some sort of a shelter, possibly a sleeping bag. You can get some small ones that are, I mean, they're not, or you can just buy one if you look out for a 72-hour kit. That's what they're called. So you have stuff for purifying water, starting a fire if you need one, all that kind of stuff. And then just all your personal thing, just everything you would need for a 72-hour period. Get up these the blocks for power to power up your phones, that kind of stuff. You can get them that they'll charge up your phone like 3 or 4 times. You never know how much you need. I mean, try to go without electricity for 3 days, and then think about all the stuff that you wish that you would need during that time. But yeah, James. James, I don't know if you guys are familiar with James. James, you want to? I talked to James along. His son is going through cancer treatment right now, and so they're back and forth to the hospitals all the time. So, yes, I did, Turtle. I did. Um, I don't get everybody's messages, but I saw yours, so thank you. Wait, I don't need multiple passports under various aliases, tax, cash, and weapons. You may need. That's not. I'm not saying that's not. That's possible. You know, if you can pull that off, that doesn't hurt. I'll be honest with you. We had a bug out bat since 2013. If you're lucky to be in a place with fresh running springs in the mountains, locate those, and there's an option. Yeah, that's the other thing is just get to know your area. Go look around, see what's available in your community. Get to know where you're at. Um, you know, if things go down, if your house goes down, the power goes down, the roads are closed, you can't, you don't, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, put yourself through those scenarios. I mean, think about that. You come home one day and all of a sudden your house is destroyed. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Who are you going to call? What are you that, you know, put these things in mind. It'll put you at peace of mind to know that you have a plan in place for when these things happen. So like we've had many times where power's gone out here and we've gotten generators, and it's nice to know that we kind of have a routine. When the power goes out, we go get the generators going, get the fridges hooked up, and we have make sure we have enough fuel to get through for that and stuff. So you just be prepared. That's life in general. You know, when you make decisions about things before they occur, so you already know how you're going to react to that situation. Then you eliminate a lot of stress in your life. And this is the case for like when you know, like when I was younger, I had an aversion towards drugs and alcohol. And I just decided when I was young, I didn't want anything to do with them. And so as I got older and I was confronted with the opportunity to drink or participate in other things, um, I'd already made the decision not to. So it wasn't hard. I didn't have to, I didn't have to worry about peer pressure. I just made the decision I didn't want to take them. I didn't want to participate in them. And it made my life easier because I just knew the answer to the question. Do you want to try this? I already knew the answer to them was no. I don't. Um, but so that's a big lesson in life. You make that decision before you even get there, and then it's easier to make because you already made the decision. Remember the ones back in the '90s? They were horrible. Yeah. Um, and this one's there was no indicator it was going to be this bad this fast. So we've been prepared for many things. They make him. It's also better to be prepared as possible. Yeah, just give yourself a peace of mind, and just you know, if you're looking for something to do today, just look up kits. The 72-hour kit online. There's plenty of options. There's people who will teach you how to do it. It's very simple. We've done a lot of work up in New Hampshire, and we'll be up there during the winter, driving around quite a bit, looking at properties, and we never we always keep things in the car. Food and water are two of the biggest things, and then some form of shelter, blankets, whatnot. Um, so we keep that stuff with us, and we just have a habit. We just keep that stuff in our car. So we have a kit in our car, and then just at the house. Yeah, Elvis stuff. I was a big Elvis fan when I was a kid. My mother liked Elvis, and so I always listened to Elvis when I was growing up, and it was fun. So I've been to Graceland twice. I just love Elvis. I love Elvis. and I love everybody who influenced Elvis. Shall we say that? That's one thing that was amazing about Elvis was that he didn't really ever do a lot of. I think he only had a couple original songs that were written for him. He helped write like one song his whole life, but his thing was he was just doing covers of everybody else's. I mean, that's there were songs that were written specifically for him, so he had original music that he did, but he didn't write any of it. But he uh, would cover songs of artists that influenced him, and so he introduced people to those artists, and I enjoyed those artists just as much. It's fun. So he was good. There's Money in the Bank. Well, I think at some point in time, cash is probably going to become worthless anyway. We're certainly driving that way. We've printed so much cash and that's why we have the inflation, is because we have such a huge abundance of cash floating out there, but it's not getting to everybody. It's trickling up. That's the problem. It's supposed to trickle down, but all the money seems to just come out, go up to people who don't need it. They just get more of it, and so we have a bigger money supply, but the money supply is just going nowhere where it needs to be. It's a horrible system that we have. It's a stupid system. It's a ridiculously, horribly stupid system. And my advice is use the banking system to your advantage where you can, but in the future, you should probably. I buy silver. I have silver. I do not own any gold, but I do have silver. That's what I recommend. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Take it under your own. I'm just telling you what I do. Joel, okay, Ohio people. Oh my goodness. Hey, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Karen Lloyd, you are amazing. Thank you, Karen. I cannot thank you enough for that. Karen Lloyd has donated $500. God bless you, Karen. If you're on YouTube, you can do. We have super chats on YouTube, and people can donate directly uh, to what you're doing. And she has. I'm speechless. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so amazing, Karen Lloyd. Thank you. That is amazing and enormously generous of you. And I'm going to pass this money on to Amanda to help her. That is beautiful of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My goodness. But we're trying to get out. Like I said, I'm on a quest to get everybody to enjoy their lives a little bit more. And because if you're stressed out, you make bad decisions. If there's a lesson to be learned from that young girl, 3 years old, she's too young to fully comprehend what's going on, and that's probably a good thing at that age. She's just enjoying the fact that she's got new toys to play with and probably has new friends to hang out with. So, my goodness. Sorry, I'm just taken back by that. Anyway, Joshua, somebody just donated $500.
What?
This lady donated $500 to help. This is pretty cool. It's got to figure out it. Yeah.
That was the thing you were talking about yesterday.
Well, I would talk to her right now, just now, Amanda. I was just talking to her today, and so yeah, I'm still on right now. People are here, and I'm just sort of taken back by this whole thing. Yeah, my plan is just I just want to start having fun online. I was tired of the bickering and fighting with everyone, and I thought it was stupid. I wasn't getting anywhere. Nobody was getting anywhere with it. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And so I thought, you know what? It's time to make a change. Let's start doing some fun. In fact, here we go. Here's some fun for you. Our cat had kittens. We have kittens. This is we haven't named them yet. They just now started being lively, and they're crawling around. They're starting to get into everything now. We have 5 kittens. Here's our. This one's just adorable. Doug is outside right now because when if Doug's inside while I'm doing this, he goes crazy. So we have kittens. Yeah, you're gonna take. Oh, there we go. So we have kittens. That's right. We have kittens. We've got children. This is the humbling thing in this whole thing is that I'm able to use this to some, like, I don't have a huge, I got a good following, which is, I'm just love and appreciate all of you. And I want to do this more. I wanted to do stuff like this more. And I wasn't planning on going today, but when Amanda sent me that message and shared me her story, I was like, I need to get out there and tell people about it. So thank you, everybody. Weezer. I love Weezer. That's a great name. Can't farm around, I think. You know, I have a friend that I've known for many years, and we were visiting with her. She's actually a therapist, psychology, a counselor in Tennessee. I've known a good friend, known her for many years, and I was hanging out with her, and she was telling me that she has 5 dogs. And I visited her. I've met the 5 dogs. And I told her, I said, you know, instead of telling people you have 5 dogs, why don't you just tell them you run a small kennel? Because it sounds less weird. And I'm getting close to that point. I'm getting very close to that point. Can I dress up as Beetlejuice for Halloween? No, I'm going to be Santa Claus for Halloween. It's the only costume I own is Santa Claus. I don't remember subscribing to you. Well, thank you, Jared. Thanks for subscribing anyway. I appreciate it. I don't remember you subscribing to me either. But thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us at this glorious juncture. Welcome to the fray. And thanks for joining us on the live. I don't know why you're here. I'm not even sure why I'm here, to be honest with you. I work with a therapist. Their house was so dirty, they ended up more. There's a lot of truth to that. Now her home was very clean. I will say this. She was very, very clean with her dogs. They were very well trained. They had their own. She took they were there. She took better care of her dogs than most people do their own children. That's what I will say. She's a clean freak. So You're an awesome hippie. Go through Georgia. I'm working on more locations. So we've just added shows in New Jersey and possibly California here coming up soon. We're adding shows all the time. So let me know where you're at. Let me know if you have a small theater or a restaurant that has that can seat like 200 people. That's really kind of the ideal situation, is a place that can seat 2 to 250, and they have a place where we can do a show. Such a place. Let me know, and we're coming. I do have Idaho. I think we're looking at possibly in April in Idaho Falls. I've been to the downtown event center in Idaho Falls, and we're going to go back there soon. So there's that. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot. Oh, this live show this week, if you're in Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts, out in a town called South Egremont, they have the Egremont Barn. Thursday night, doing a show, going to be there live. And then next week, I'm in Dallas, August 24th at Hyenas in Dallas. I will be there for a full show, headlining Dallas, 8:30 Wednesday night, Hyenas. I'll be there. I hope you're there. It's going to be a glorious occasion. And then from there, I will continue. I'll be through the weekend opening for my friend Steve Hurst. But my full show will be Wednesday night. The rest of the week, I'm just going to be doing a guest spot. So I'll only be doing a few minutes on the show. So, but private message me if you have places, locations. Private message me if you have contact information for the facility. Send that to me, and just send it in my DMs, and we'll go from there. That, or you can send me a message on my website. There we are. That's how you can contact me. If you have questions, comments, concerns, you have ideas for where we can do shows, this is where you go, right there. RodneyNorman.com. That's where you can message me. And if you send the message there, my wife, Tressa, will read it, and then she'll share it with me. So your odds of communicating with me are better through that than anything else. I'd love to have you do a show at Halfway House. The Reds would love it. I would love to do that. Anything with love veterans, everything. I am looking to do try to do a cheer you up tour of Kentucky. I'm going to start putting that together. They need some love and support, so I'm going to go through. If you want to contribute, if you want to help out with that, that's what the goal of that show, of that tour, would just to be go bring some cheer and awareness to the situation in Kentucky. And what it would do is myself and my lovely bride Tressa will hop into one of the vehicles that's operational, and we're going to go to Kentucky. And we're just going to drive around, do shows, and cheer people up, and try to bring awareness to what's going on there. And then when we've solved all the problems of Kentucky, we're going to move on to somewhere else. So I had this idea for the show. I don't know if I talked about it, but the idea is that we'd show up early in the week, find a charity that needed money, or some organization needed money. And then we would find a location to do the show, and then spend the week promoting the show and raising money for the cause. And then we would do the show where we would make fun of the community and have a good time, and so raise awareness for the situation, and have a great comedy show, and raise money to help out. And I had fished this idea around for many years, and it was stolen by several different groups who took the idea and made it their own and never gave me any credit. And it was wonderful. But that's the thing about the entertainment is you share your ideas with people and they say that's a beautiful idea, but they don't want you to be involved, and so they just take your idea and do it themselves, and then it's never fully what you envisioned. They take their version of what you said, and then it's never what it's not what you had shared, but they got the idea from, you know what I mean. So anyway, so people have taken the idea and kind of done it, but I want to do it. So that's my goal, is to try to put something like that together where me and Tressa would go out there, we would spread love and joy, bring awareness to the situation, give them a little cheer, give them a little something to just give them a little something, a little joy, a little happiness, share some jokes and some goofiness with people. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So, but anyway, that's it. Well, I had not planned on going out. I was supposed to be mowing my lawn right now and or working on the air conditioning system. But when I read Amanda's message, I thought, okay, I need to share this with people. So thank you again, everybody who's contributed. Thank you, everyone, for your kindness and your love. Hope you have a super freaking awesome day. Keep spreading love and the joy. And yeah, message me if you have more to share. And thanks, man. Thanks. I'm doing what I can. I can't fix everybody's problems. I can barely fix my own problems. But if I can, in any way I can help, I'm going to try to do it. So, what little I can do, I'm still going to try to do it. Because that's, we can't. Not all of us can fix everything, but we can fix something, and so that's what I'm doing. So, contact me with your proposals, your ideas. Come hang out with me on the website. Buy some stuff. I got stuff. You want to buy stuff? I got the hat. We're doing up a new batch of hats soon. As you can see, there's my lovely hat. We're doing up new batches of hats soon. So if you want to get a hat, now's a good time to put in your request. They're being currently put together. So that's it. You people are beautiful. Have a super freaking awesome day. I'm going to go make some videos, mow my lawn, and fix a car. You're super freaking awesome. Make it a super freaking awesome day. Okay, bye.